and we'll do it from the beginning.
Your lights look okay.
Hey, I'm Scotty T from Your Comedy Minute. I'm joined by the lovely and talented Jeff Jackson. Jeff is an award-winning filmmaker. I first met Jeff on Twitter. He's Daddy is Best on Twitter. He's got daddyisbest.com. And Jeff, I'm so happy to have you here. I got to ask you first about the Apocalypse video. That is a piece of, it's brilliant. It's brilliant comedy.
Well, thank you very much.
No, I love it, Jeff. It's no wonder it won an award.
Oh, thank you. Me too.
Yeah, you said you started as a filmmaker.
I started in college as a filmmaker, and ended up changing my major. But I've always wanted to be a filmmaker, and so I decided the only resources I had available were my camera, my phone camera, and me, and so that's how I shot it. And
can I ask you, how long did it take you to make that, Jeff?
It took a long time because I work full time. I'm a teacher, and so I had to find the time to do it, as well as actually shooting it and then editing it took a long time.
Yeah, that's something. Not to interrupt you, but that's something that I didn't start doing until recently. Is actually editing video clips, and boy, that does take time.
That takes a long time to get in the way that you want them. Yeah, and so I put it all together and put it on YouTube, and just went from there. And now I'm working on a sequel to that one called Daddy Apocalypse Now 2, The Last Apocalypse, and I'm putting it together now, and editing takes a long time.
Well, let me ask you this, because and I don't know that I mentioned it. You have twins, right? Twin boys.
I do have twin boys.
And the Apocalypse video was about the boys at that age. Is the new one going to be about the boys as they're getting older?
Yep.
Is that because it's a brilliant, like I watched another one of your videos about eating. Do you remember doing that one? About we eat the same thing, and and the boys are like hunched over their bowl.
Oh yeah.
I love that video. I even commented that you could see the set. At least I can, because I've been doing comedy now I've been doing comedy all my life, but I could see the setup. I knew it was coming, and you build it up and build it up and build it up, and like that, the boys are just sitting there. I don't think a lot of people realized, just like I said, I knew instantly. I said, boy, Jeff's a great filmmaker. You really know what you're doing.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that.
The new one, do you already have all the footage shot, or?
I've got most of it, and I'm doing it a little different this time, without as much live action. I'm going to put in some other visuals that I've gotten from royalty-free websites on the internet, on the web.
Yeah,
and
sure.
I'm going to use them to tell my story of. This one's going to be about moving, because we just moved from New York to Ohio. Plus I'll be incorporating parenting in that.
Well, you mentioned you're a teacher, and and you also had told me that you moved. I didn't know you were in New York, but I've been to Ohio. I used to work in the music business, and I used to go to everywhere in Ohio: Toledo, Cleveland. I have a very good friend in Cleveland. And so I've been to every part of Ohio. That's got to be like night and day, Columbus versus New York.
Yes, yeah, it's night and day. Columbus is a nice place. The Midwest is a nice place. It's what can you say? It's a nice.
Well, and I guess, Jeff, the reason that I know is because I've been to New York City many times myself. And there's a huge difference. It's like where I'm at now, here in York, Pennsylvania. That's probably even further than Columbus. We're
I don't know.
I don't know why they call it hamburger helper. It's good all by itself. I do, Jeff, and I don't want to offend you, but I do the joke all the time about, hey, I'm from York, Pennsylvania, where the men are men and the sheep are scared, because they have the York State Fair, and when I was younger, a guy got he was doing a sheep,
Wow.
That's why I say I don't care whether you're bi, you're lesbian, trans, whatever. I live in a place where they do sheep.
Oh no.
No, but
Oh,
I didn't mean to go off, but it's just it doesn't matter if you're in Richmond, Virginia, Columbus, Ohio, York, Pennsylvania. It's to me, it's how you treat people.
oh yeah, absolutely.
And that's why after I watched your videos, I just said I have to talk to this guy because you just seem like such a great individual as a teacher. The videos you're making, I watched another one where you're talking about your students. You're a wonderful man, Jeff.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Well, I admire your comedy very much too, because
Jeff, now stop. Jeff,
you're
you've been
putting it up
drinking
there
this
every
early.
day.
How much coffee have you had, Jeff?
Yeah.
My comedy's toilet stuff.
But you do a lot. Well, I don't think so, but you do a lot of it. So,
Well,
and the secret
you
to
know,
success is doing it.
Jeff, to be honest with you, I just announced last night I did 79 shows on Monday and I did 21 shows on Friday. So last night was my 100th show. And I announced that I'm not going to do any more lives for a little while. Just because I've been doing it for 4 years. I'm working so hard at it. And, sometimes I think you would agree with this. Sometimes you have to step away a little bit.
Oh yeah.
And that's what I want to do. I want to do more of this kind of thing because I love this kind of thing. We're talking about completely two different individuals. I'm a crazy son, and Jeff is a really nice guy. And look, you're laughing because I'm right. I am 100. There are people, Jeff. One guy, and I'll let you. I want to let you tell me so whatever you want to tell me. But I had one guy that automatically didn't like it because he saw me and he said, "You shouldn't be doing stuff about kids. I've seen your crap before. You're dirty as hell." and it was I do a lot of edgy jokes, but also do clean stuff too. But it's these days it's a very slippery slope doing comedy.
Oh yeah.
What you do is very safe, which is good. I mean, I think I'm closing the thing popped up here, but
I've done stand up a few times, and
have you?
yeah, I have, and I enjoy it, but it's I don't think it's my medium to work in. It's I don't generally like to talk about myself very much, so you got me on a good day. But
Okay.
stand up is good, and I enjoy the idea of writing the comedy, but I think my better medium is film, because that's where
Yeah.
my interest lies.
Well, I couldn't agree more, Jeff, because, well, again, that's one thing about this. I've never met you face to face in person. So, and that's a whole different thing than what people portray on the internet or even what we're doing here. I'm trying to put my best foot forward. Obviously, well, you probably don't care. No, I'm kidding. No, that's what I find today is that people online can be so mean and so rude.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think, and then take it times 10 if you're standing on stage live. Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
Did you get heckled pretty bad?
Well, I didn't get heckled. It just I didn't get you bomb. I bombed a couple of times.
I don't mean to laugh.
They don't laugh at you, and that's probably worse than being heckled, because then your stuff's not working, but you're stuck on stage for a couple of more minutes, and so it's like, oh no, I got to go. Still, I'm not done yet. I still got to go through my routine and finish up. And how much worse can it get? Till they start throwing things at me, which they fortunately did not do. But that's a pretty scary, lonely feeling is when they don't laugh at you. So
did they ever throw anything at you, Jeff?
What?
Did they ever throw anything at you?
No, I didn't throw anything.
I'm just kidding you. You're too nice a guy. I don't think they would throw anything at you.
Well,
But yeah, that's an amazing feat. Let me ask you this now. Out of all the things, being a teacher, being a filmmaker, being, whatever, what would be your favorite? Is, in other words, most rewarding for Jeff? Well, or just being a father to the twins. I think family and everything, I think, is number one, right?
Oh yeah, family. It's everything. Family is everything.
Right.
So that'd be the best and top. But I have to work, and so I obviously want to work at something that I enjoy, and hopefully someday I can still make a living at it or make some money at it. And I was a professional actor for a while, for a couple of years in New York.
What did do you have? Was there anything that I would, or that we can see that?
Yeah, TV commercials, but it was a long time ago. It was a long time ago. It was in the 90s. It was 96.
Oh, okay. 96. What if you don't mind me asking, what commercials?
There was a Charmin toilet paper. That was the successor to Mr. Whipple.
Hey, was it Mr. Whipple?
Yeah, I only lasted a couple of commercials before they brought in the Care Bears.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow.
But I did some TV and film, and I mean, real small stuff, and some theater. But if I can make a living being an actor, that's what I would do.
Okay. Yeah, I guess the reason I asked is because, I was, when I went to my first concert, I was 12 years old. I saw Foghat and Sweet. Maybe do you remember Foghat? Did you ever hear Foghat? Anyway, Foghat, a band called Foghat. Slow Ride. Anyway, I saw my first concert when I was 12, and I knew right then I wanted to be in the music business. And luckily for me, I was able to do that. So I kind of, hit that top. Excuse me, Jeff. And now I'm just trying, I semi-retired and just enjoying my life. And again, trying to do something that I enjoy. And I noticed in one of your videos, you talked about, making people laugh and bringing joy to people. That's all. When I started this 4 years ago, that has been my intention. I don't want to hurt anybody. If I hurt somebody, I'm the first one to say I apologize. It was just a joke.
Yeah.
But I think there's also a responsibility to not. I don't do any racial humor. I don't do political humor. I don't do any lesbian, gay, trans, because it's just, to me, that's terrible.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. And that's why I admire you so much, because your videos are as wholesome and pure as the driven snow, man. I mean that. You. I mean that, Jeff.
Thank you.
I'm surprised you even agreed to be on here with me. People come up, Jeff, and actually look for the 666 on my head. Damien, they think they come up like this.
I'm gonna have to go to an exorcist now.
I saw that when I was 12 too. I'm serious. I think that's what did it, Jeff. I saw that movie when I was 12. My sister took me. But I think we're gonna have to wrap it up here shortly. But I thank you so much. Maybe we can do another one down the road as you release your new video. I'll help you out, promote it on YouTube and stuff.
Okay.
I've got 10,000 subscribers and 4.6 million views, and I want to work with you. I like you said in your video, I just want to be a friendly guy, help people out. That's why I'm so glad you agreed to do this, and I'm glad I reached out to you and asked you, would you do it?
Yeah, I appreciate that so much. It's like I just like to do what I do, and hopefully it reaches an audience, but you never know. And so thank you for reaching out.
Jeff, it's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. Yeah, I will let you go. But I do want to catch up with you. If you can hang out for a second, I'm going to stop the recording, and hopefully we can hang out for a second. Okay?
Okay.
Is that okay?
Sure.
Hold on.